The 1995 version of Golf Channel gave golf a home on television. The 2027 version has to give golf a home across media, commerce, instruction, travel, and community. This week's playbook breaks down the business behind the new rollout and why the opportunity is bigger than cable. Brand breakdown: Golf Channel's next big swing. Golf Channel is standing at the most important tee box in its history, not because it needs a cleaner logo, not because it needs another studio set, not because cable suddenly found a second wind and everyone under 35 decided to resubscribe to a bundle. The real question is much bigger. Can the most important legacy media brand in golf become the operating system for the modern game? That is the business story behind Golf Channel's new era in 2026, and it is why this rollout matters far beyond media executives, rights deals, and corporate spin-off language. Golf Channel was never supposed to work. When Arnold Palmer and cable entrepreneur Joe Gibbs helped launch the network in 1995, golf was not considered a daily media category. It was a weekend product, a major championship product, a Sunday leaderboard product. For casual fans, it was often a wake me up if Tiger is in the mix product. Palmer understood the game better than the spreadsheets did. Golf was not just something people watched, it was something people lived. Golfers practiced it, studied it, traveled for it, spent too much money on it, talked about it over bad coffee in pro shops, and replayed missed four-footers in their heads for years, like unresolved childhood trauma. Golf Channel gave that obsession a home. It became the first single-sport cable network and turned golf into a daily media habit. That was the original breakthrough. Before Golf Channel, golf lived inside broader sports coverage. After Golf Channel, the game had its own clubhouse, its own desk, its own rhythm, its own teachers, its own voices, and its own always-on identity. For a long time, the model was simple and powerful. Own the screen, buy or support the rights, build studio shows around the tournaments, sell advertising, collect cable carriage fees, use instruction, highlights, interviews, and live windows to keep core golfers coming back. Then Comcast and NBC Sports gave the brand greater scale, production muscle, and a stronger connection to the country's biggest sports media machine. Golf Channel became more polished, more credible, and more deeply tied into the professional game. The same structure that made Golf Channel powerful also made it vulnerable, because the golf audience moved and it didn't ask for permission. Today's golf fan is not waiting around for a studio panel to tell them what matters. They are watching YouTube golf, joining indoor leagues, booking simulator bays, betting live, reading niche newsletters, following women's golf creators, buying equipment from direct-to-consumer brands, listening to founder-led podcasts, taking swing tips from coaches on Instagram, and treating golf less like a televised sport and more like a lifestyle operating system. That's the shift. Golf is no longer just watched. Golf is consumed, played, booked, learned, shared, tracked, streamed, clipped, coached, wagered on, traveled for, and built around. That is why the 2026 rollout of the new Golf Channel matters. On the surface, the Comcast separation of Versant looks like another move in the great cable unbundling. Mature cable assets get placed into a separate public company. Comcast keeps its eyes on bigger growth areas. Wall Street gets a cleaner story. Everyone pretends the acronym SOUP is exciting. Golf Channel is different from a normal cable asset. It's not just a channel. It sits atop one of the most valuable business stacks in golf. It has media, it has trust, it has live coverage, it has history, it has Golf Now, it has Golf Pass, it has tee time commerce, it has instructions, it has course relationships, it has golfer behavior. It connects both the people who watch golf and those who actually play it. That is the part that makes this so interesting. If Golf Channel were only a TV network, this story would be about managing decline. But because Golf Channel is connected to bookings, membership, instruction, operators, and golfer data, the future can be much bigger than cable survival. The smartest version of Golf Channel's next chapter is not a better programming schedule. It is a flywheel. Content drives attention. Attention drives participation. Participation drives tee times. Tee times create data. Data improves membership, advertising, instruction, travel, local events, equipment discovery, and course partnerships. That's not media, that's infrastructure, and that is where Golf Channel has a chance to become one of the most important companies in the golf business. That's the pressure, and pressure is where strategy gets honest. Right now, I would rate the 2026 Golf Channel rollout a 3-5 stars. That is a strong grade, but not a victory lap. The asset base is excellent. The brand still matters. The commercial upside is real. The Golf Now and Golf Pass integration gives Golf Channel something most media companies lack: a path from attention to transaction. The rollout still feels too quiet. Golf Channel shouldn't be telling the market, "We're still here." It should be telling the market, we are building the modern clubhouse for golf. The biggest risk isn't that the Golf Channel disappears. The biggest risk is that it becomes the blockbuster of golf media with better polos, a trusted brand, a great legacy, a massive head start, and a dangerous belief that the old customer journey still exists. It does not. The old Golf Channel won by owning the screen. The new Golf Channel has to win by owning the relationship. That means 2027 cannot be about minor improvements. It has to be about identity, integration, and relevance. The first thing Golf Channel should do in 2027 is build a real creator and community network, not a few social clips, not a podcast that feels like a leftover studio segment, not a young people like TikTok, right? Strategy cooked up in a windowless conference room, a real network. Golf Channel should partner with YouTube golfers, regional storytellers, women's golf voices, indoor golf operators, teaching professionals, equipment builders, golf founders, junior golf creators, and local course personalities. It should leverage its credibility and distribution to serve as a bridge between legacy golf and modern golf culture. That's the white space. Creators have attention. Golf Channel has trust, rights, history, and infrastructure. The winner will be the company smart enough to combine both. Versant, the parent company, needs to make Golf Now, Golf Pass, and Golf Channel feel like a single, connected product. Right now, the pieces are valuable, but the story isn't clear enough to the average golfer. A golfer should be able to watch a segment on Scottsdale Golf Travel, book a tee time through Golf Now, unlock a Golf Pass instruction plan, receive a local course offer, join a challenge, and get pulled back into a related Golf Channel content series. That's how media becomes commerce. That's how content becomes participation. That's how a channel becomes a platform, and that is the real opportunity. According to the latest news, Full Swing's user to distribution ratio sounds like someone was peeking over my shoulder as I write this. Golf Channel's next era will not be won by simply protecting live coverage or dressing up old programming in new packaging. It will be won by understanding that the modern golfer does not separate watching, playing, learning, buying, traveling, and belonging. It's all one behavior now. The company that connects those behaviors wins. The playbook, presented by 360 Recruitment golf brands, do not grow without the right people and systems. 360 Recruitment helps companies build stronger sales teams, smarter hiring strategies, and the infrastructure needed to scale. Through its Growth Accelerator partnership with Impact Golf Studios, the brief delivers practical hiring insights for golf's ambitious operators and brands. Hire with Confidence Insider Spotlight Meet News. Alert your weekly update. News Putt View began as software, then built the greens to match it. Today it's precision indoor greens power coaches, colleges, pros, franchises, retailers, and private clients. Learn more. News TPG and Leonard Green are exploring a sale of Troon, potentially valuing golf's largest management platform at over $2. The operator consolidation story is heating up. Learn more. Career Advisor, your dream job. Gumtree Golf and Nature Club is hiring a COO to turn creative momentum into scalable operations, investor-ready growth, and a global lifestyle brand. Apply Social Media. Sunday Red is hiring a social media associate program manager to shape brand storytelling, influencer strategy, and digital community across golf, sport, and style. Apply Trending everywhere. What you missed. Personal note. Pay it forward. Startup Tracker is a curated database of emerging golf companies across technology, media, equipment, coaching, facilities, experiences, memberships, marketplaces, and consumer brands. Access Startup Tracker.